Okay, hello everybody. Hello. Redstone Pro back here with another live stream. Look how beautiful it is here in New York City. We are live here in Manhattan. This is on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We are live. This is West 95th Street and Broadway on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Happy Mother's Day to everybody watching the live stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Let's thank all of our mothers for giving us the opportunity to be here, giving us the opportunity at life. Today is Sunday, May the 11th, 2025. The time now is 5:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The temperature right now is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius. So I want to thank everyone for joining the live stream right now, even though there's only a few of you here so far. Hopefully there'll be more as the stream goes on. Happy Mother's Day, happy Sunday, happy weekend, happy May. Beautiful spring evening, late afternoon, early evening here in New York City and along the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Hope everyone has had a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend as we celebrate Mother's Day here in the United States. And hello to Todd and Mary from Nashua, New Hampshire. Happy Mother's Day. Alright, so let's get the stream started. We are here located along Broadway and West 95th Street. We are going to just continue walking down south along Broadway. And make sure you folks check out the latest video that I uploaded last night. Alright, so here we are along Broadway. This is on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. So we're just going to walk all the way down along Broadway till we get to Midtown and into Times Square eventually. We're going to check out what's going on along the way. So make sure you folks check out my latest video that was uploaded overnight. And thank you, Todd and Mary. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And let's not forget all of our mothers who are owners of pets, doggy mothers, felines, whatever your pet may be. And I would like to wish a happy Mother's Day to my own mother, Elsie. Thank you so much for being a wonderful mother, best mother I could ever ask for. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for always showing your unconditional love. And I would like to give a shout out also to, let's see, Pastor Linda Matthews, Janice Hines, Paula as well. To all of my sisters, my sister Fanny, who is a mom herself, to my niece Destiny, who is her mom herself, to all of my family and friends, relatives who are moms, happy Mother's Day. May God bless you all. It is a beautiful spring day here in the city. Beautiful. It is mostly cloudy, I would say. And of course, the big news of the week being the new Pope, Robert Prevost, who was elected Pope to succeed Pope Francis, who passed away during Easter Sunday last month. Robert Prevost, now known as Pope Leo XIV. He is the first American Pope, first American-born Pope to be elected. He is from Chicago, Illinois. May God bless him during his papacy. And he is also the first Peruvian to be elected as the Pope. He was a missionary in Peru for many years. He actually holds citizenship in Peru. So he is both the first American and the first Peruvian to be elected Pope. And hello to Peter. Nice to see you, Peter. Happy Mother's Day to Peter. To Peter's mom.
Wait, how's this place? This one?
Okay, so here we are walking along Broadway. We are walking south along Broadway on the Upper West Side of Manhattan as we enjoy this Mother's Day walk on this beautiful Sunday evening, late afternoon, early evening. And Mother's Day here in the United States is always celebrated on the second Sunday of May, which this year falls on September, May 10th. Mother's Day was started back in 1908 by Anna Jarvis. So Anna Jarvis is the founder of Mother's Day, who started this holiday back in 1908. The first Mother's Day back in 1908 was celebrated at the St. Andrew's Methodist Church. That is in Grafton, West Virginia. That was all the way back in 1908. So we can thank her for this holiday. And Peter says, sadly, my mother passed away several years ago. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear, Peter. It's always difficult losing a parent. I myself lost my dad a few years ago as well. I can definitely relate to. We can all definitely relate to losing a parent. In most cases, most times, it's very unfortunate. It's one of the more unfortunate times to go through. One of the saddest times to go through. But happy Mother's Day to your mom in heaven. May she rest in peace. And hello to Enzo. Nice to see you, Enzo, my friend. Hello to everybody in Brazil. Shout out to everyone in Sao Paulo. And happy Mother's Day to Enzo's mom as well. Whether or not you celebrate Mother's Day in Brazil, happy Mother's Day either way. Depending on where you're located, you may or may not celebrate Mother's Day, or you may celebrate it during other days of the year. Here in the United States, we celebrate Mother's Day on the second Sunday of May, which this year falls on May the 10th. Or the 11th, I'm sorry, May the 11th. That's today's date. But regardless of when you guys celebrate Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. God bless all of our wonderful moms. Beautiful moms for which we owe so much to. We always owe our gratitude to both our parents. And today we dedicate our love to our moms. And we have Father's Day next month. So we'll definitely be doing a live stream Father's Day next month in June. All right, so here we are. This is along Broadway. We are walking south along Broadway. And Peter says Mother's Day in Norway is in February. Well, that might be the case. Not really sure. Okay, so the itinerary for this walk will be just to walk along Broadway here till we get to Times Square. We're going to check out what's going on in Times Square on this Mother's Day. And from there, we'll be walking along the High Line, which I was walking yesterday. I did a video on that, so you guys can check out that video, which is already uploaded to my YouTube channel. But we'll be walking the High Line during the later part of this stream here. We still have a long ways to go before we get to the High Line. Right now we're located on the Upper West Side. We have to get to the Hudson Yards area first before we can hop on the High Line there. And we also celebrated Japan Day yesterday. Unfortunately, I was not able to cover that event due to work, but we did celebrate Japan Day yesterday here in the city.
I'm Josh.
Okay, so here we are. This is West 86th Street, one of the major east to west thoroughfares here in Manhattan. That is looking west. And that is looking east towards Central Park.
I just want to see if they do have it.
Okay, so we're gonna continue our south here, walk south along Broadway. All right, so happy Mother's Day once again. We got the graphic there in Mother's Day colors. And let's give it up to our beloved Knicks, which unfortunately they lost their game last night, or in the afternoon yesterday. Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, round 2, to the Boston Celtics. Game 4 will be played tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden here in New York City. So we are hoping that the Knicks can win that game and take a 3-1 lead in their series against the Boston Celtics.
웃는 게 안 쓰는데 웃는 게 콜로.
And we have a Panera Bread right here next to next to a weed store right here. Weed dispensary. That's pretty interesting. Okay, we can see Edgar Allan Poe right there. This portion of 84th Street is named after him, the famous poet. Okay, so if you guys are on TikTok, make sure to follow me on TikTok if you guys haven't already. I did post a short video there last night of the Nick Game crowd. Alright, so we're just going to continue our walk here along Broadway. We are walking south as we typically do during these streams. Beautiful day here on the Upper West Side. It is so beautiful. This is one of the better days that we've had. It's been raining most of the week, but it's nice to see a day like this. It is beautiful. It is comfortable. Okay, as we come across West 82nd Street. Happy Mother's Day once again to all of our beautiful, wonderful mothers. Whether or not you celebrate Mother's Day, depending on where you guys are watching from. But it is Mother's Day here in the United States. And next month we have Father's Day coming up as well. We have a buy 3 get 3 free on absolutely everything. This is at Claire's right here. And Peter says we are expecting rain here in eastern Tennessee tomorrow and yesterday around 9 a.m. We had a 4.1 earthquake about 50 miles south of where I live. It was a good shake. I did hear about that in the news. That part of the United States, it's known for the New Madrid fault, which straddles the Midwest part of the country. So it really isn't surprising if the Midwest occasionally does see an earthquake here and there. Not sure if that earthquake had to do with the New Madrid fault, but that is the most well-known fault system in the Midwestern part of the country. Here in New York City, we do have fault lines as well. Believe it or not, the most famous is the one that straddles 125th Street, right along the Harlem neighborhood of Manhattan. That is the most well-known fault system that we have here. In the New York City area, as well as the Ramapo fault that straddles New Jersey. Those fault lines were responsible for the two last earthquakes that we've had here in the New York City area. Last year we had, I believe it was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake that shook much of the city and New Jersey. I definitely felt that myself. That took place in the during the early morning hours. So while not common, earthquakes along the eastern coast of the United States and the Midwest, they do occur. And hello to Tommy G from Long Island. Happy Mother's Day to everyone in Long Island. Nassau and Suffolk counties. All right, so this right here, this is West 79th Street as we wait for the light to change here. We have one of the crosstown buses right here. This is the M79 bus. And this earthquake lasted about 7 seconds. Yes, not very long. And these earthquakes along the East Coast, they're felt over a wider area than the typical earthquakes that you would see out west. That is due to the geography along the East Coast. Our rocks here, they're older. They're much older than those that you would find on the West Coast, for instance, California. And they're harder, they're denser rocks, so they're able to, you know, when an earthquake, when the fault line ruptures, you know, that earthquake is felt over a wider area. Or the geology, I should say. I think I said geography. The geology. Not geography, geology. Okay, so happy Mother's Day. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. It is a beautiful late Sunday evening, late afternoon, early evening here in New York City. As we walk along Broadway here on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We got Amazon right here. And right up the block, that is the Hotel Bel Claire. Beautiful evening here in New York City, and I hope it is beautiful wherever you guys are watching from. Hope the weather is beautiful all throughout the country and throughout the world. All right, so we're just gonna keep walking along Broadway till we get to Midtown and eventually into Times Square. We're gonna check out what's going on in Times Square. And from Times Square, we're gonna be heading on over to the High Line, which I was walking yesterday. I did record a video of that, so if you guys wanna check out that video, you can just head on over to the channel. That is the latest video that I did record and upload. And temperatures in the 70s is my ideal. A good day for family activities. Yes, it is. 70s, that is the threshold between comfortable and uncomfortable. for sure. Not too cold, not too hot. And right here we have Citarella. That is a high-end supermarket. This is one of the more pricier supermarkets that you will find here in the New York City area. And we have some flowers here as well for Mother's Day. As you can see, it is pretty busy here along this stretch of Broadway. We have a lot of folks just making their last minute rounds here. And right here we have Fairway. This is one of the more discounted supermarkets around compared to Citarella, right next door. Okay, so as you guys can see, it is a pretty active evening here on the Upper West Side along Broadway as we celebrate Mother's Day weekend. Okay, so here we are. This is we're coming up on West 72nd Street, which is the next block up. And Peter says Memorial Day is the next holiday. Yep, that's in 2 weeks. We also have what is it? Hold on 1 second. We have the dance parade coming up here on, when is it? That is next Saturday that we'll be covering that. So make sure you guys tune in for the dance parade. That'll be taking place on Saturday of next weekend. And we also have Fleet Week coming up right around Memorial Day time. Memorial Day, of course. We celebrate that with Fleet Week. Fleet Week is basically a parade of ships from the military. So I'll be recording that event as well. So we have the dance parade coming up on Saturday of next weekend. And we have Fleet Week the week after that. And we have Memorial Day weekend. So we have a number of events coming up during the month of the remainder of the month. All right, so this is West 72nd Street. And that is, yes, that is the unofficial kickoff to the summer season. That is when the beaches and the pools here in New York City, the public pools, that is when they open.
Legal structure they were.
Although officially summer doesn't begin until June, the middle of June.
Please spare change. Have a blessed day. Enjoy.
Yes, that's what Tommy G just said. Yes, definitely the year is going by fast. It seemed like only a few weeks ago, it seemed. I was just by Bryant Park, you know, covering the holiday tree there, the Christmas tree there, during that that snowstorm that we had. Definitely remember that. That was definitely a fun stream. And it seemed like it wasn't that long ago, actually. All right, so look how active it is here. We have a lot of pedestrian traffic. We have a lot of vehicular traffic. Beautiful day. Everybody's just out and about. Okay, so we're gonna cross the street here to continue on Broadway. This right here, this is Amsterdam. So we're at the crossroads of Amsterdam Avenue, which is this street right here, and Broadway. In order to continue Broadway, you have to continue walking this way here. Ah, yes, the Dyker Heights Brooklyn Christmas lights decorations. That is always one of the more fun events. And I cannot wait for the holiday season now. Definitely cannot wait for the holiday season. Always one of the more fun events to cover. One of the most fun times of the year to cover. All right, so we are in it for the long run here. We are going to walk quite a long distance as we make our way towards Midtown, right along Broadway. Once we get to Midtown, we'll just be heading around the Times Square area. And from there, we'll be walking along the High Line. For those of you not familiar with the High Line, that is an elevated park located just south of the Hudson Yards. It starts at the Hudson Yards area and it terminates in the Meatpacking district. So we'll be walking that later in the stream once we get there. And Tommy says the Knicks put up a real stinker yesterday. Ah, yes, they did. Unfortunately, they couldn't come back from that big deficit that they had going on yesterday, like they did in the first two games. The problem with the Knicks is that they always dig themselves into a big hole, and you know, most of the times you're not gonna be able to get out of that. So you know, they need to play more competitive. They need to play better defense, of course. The Boston Celtics, they shot around 50% from beyond the three-point line. So that, you know, you can't win a game by allowing that many three-pointers, you know, against yourselves. So hopefully tomorrow during Game 4, you know, the Knicks can come up with the victory and have a 3-1 lead in the NBA playoffs there. That is round 2. And too much dribbling from Bronson. Get it to Cat. The guy can play. Definitely. He can definitely, you know, he can definitely use his size to get to the hoop and, you know, and just score easy points. And the Cat, that is in reference to Karl Anthony Towns. And we have the Apple Store right here. This is the Apple Upper West Side. And hello to Ivan. What's going on, Ivan? Happy Mother's Day to your mom, Ivan. And right here we have a sign right here that says don't urine do not allow your dog to urine on the plants. That is toxic to these plants here. So if you're walking your dog, make sure they don't urine right on these plants here. They're too precious. And thank you, Ivan. Thank you, thank you. And let's all wish happy Mother's Day to all of our moms on this beautiful, gorgeous, late afternoon, early evening day here in New York City. All right, we got some music here. I'm not sure if, okay, it's just gonna go by, so I don't have to mute that. All right, so we're coming up here on Lincoln Center. This right here, this is the Juilliard School, which we have passed by many times. Right here, we can see Juilliard.
From what? Because
Juilliard School, of course, is being one of the world's most pristine dance schools. It is affiliated with Lincoln Center. All right, as we make our way over here to Lincoln Square, this is the Lincoln Square area right here. Beautiful. Oh, look at the sun. The sun is out and bright right now. We haven't seen much of the sun this week as it has been raining mostly throughout the week. But right now the weather is beautiful. Oh, somebody lost their scrunchie right there. And let's check out real quick what's going on around here in Lincoln Center. So we're just gonna walk around here for a little bit and then make our way back over here towards Broadway and continue our walk. All right, so we're gonna check out what's going on here, and oh, we got something going on. Oh, looks like they're setting up something here. I'm not sure what this is. All right, so it looks like we won't be able to make it to the fountain here, or maybe we can. I'm not sure. Let's see. We always have something going on here in Lincoln Center. Not sure what this is about, but let's see if we can get any information on this here. All right, so they are setting up for some type of event here. Not sure what this is about. We have the lights overhead. Okay, let's see here. We got some, looks like we have some other events taking place right in front of the Opera House here, the Metropolitan Opera House. right, we got some folks gathered here, but I'm not sure what this is in relation to. Okay, so this right here, this is the Metropolitan Opera House, of course. The most famous venue, right along Lincoln Center. All right, so we do have some construction here. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the fountain here. And Todd says, thank you for this special Mother's Day video. Thank you, Todd and Mary. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we got all sorts of things going on here. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is Lincoln Center, of course. We always have different events taking place all throughout the year here. All right, so we're just going to continue this way here and then walk back to Broadway.
Oh, you're not allowed in. So now I gotta find another worker.
All right, so not much going on this side of the Lincoln Center complex. So we're just going to be heading back towards Broadway and continue our walk into Midtown. Okay, right across the street, that is Fordham University. That is their Manhattan campus. That is the Gabrieli School of Business. Their main campus is located up in the Bronx in the Fordham neighborhood. That is the Rose Hill campus of Fordham University. This is their Manhattan campus right here. All right, so we're gonna walk back towards Broadway and continue our walk south. And Lena, we haven't seen Lena for quite a bit. She was not on during the my last stream here. Hopefully she'll be on. Hopefully more of you folks can join the live streams here as they go on. Okay, so this is Columbus. Broadway is the next block. So let's just cross the street here real quick. We only have a few seconds here. We can see the timer right there. 1 and 0. Okay, we just made it on time. And hello to Angie from Virginia. Hello, Angie from Virginia. Happy Mother's Day. All right, so we're going to continue our walk towards Broadway. I will definitely be doing more live streams. Yes, definitely. I have been slacking there for a bit, with these live streams, but I'm picking up the pace. I have been recording some videos as well. So if you guys head on over to the channel, you'll see that there have been a couple of recorded videos uploaded. I did record video last night of the Highline. That was uploaded already to the channel. So if you guys want to check that out, you feel free to do so. And you're welcome, Angie. All right, so we have a street fair right along Broadway as well. Thank you, Angie. Yes, I haven't been on much lately, but I'll definitely be on more often. That is due to work and other personal reasons. but I'll definitely be covering more live streams. Next Saturday, I'll be covering the dance parade. So make sure you guys tune in for the dance parade that will be taking place next Saturday. So we have a lot going on here today on this beautiful Mother's Day. All right, so once again, I want to give a shout out to my own mother, my own mom, Elsie. I want to give other shout outs to Pastor Linda Matthews, to Janice Hines as well, to my sister, Fatty, who's our mom herself, to my niece, Destiny, she's a mom herself. A new mom, I should say. What time is the dance parade? That starts early in the afternoon. I'm not exactly sure of the time. Let me see if I can look that up real quick, but it does start in the early afternoon. Let's see. When is the, let's see the time here. Okay, so the time, the dance parade starts at 12 noon. 12 o'clock, 12 noon. And it runs to 4 p.m. I do have video, I do have video from last year's dance parade. So if you guys want to check out what the dance parade is all about, you guys can go to the channel and just search for the last year's dance parade. Very fun event. The city's dance parade, that is the largest such event in the country. We have about 10,000 dancers representing many dance schools and institutions and all that stuff. So about 10,000 dancers participate during that event. And not just from here in the... hello! How are you? What is your name? Now that you photobomb the street, what is your name? Don't be shy. Oh, she's shy now. Okay, so so 10,000 dancers participate in the dance parade, representing more than 100 different dance schools and other institutions from the United States, and international as well. And hello to Christian Sanchez. Gonna have to mute that 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Okay, we are back to normal audio, and okay, so thank you, Christian, once again. We have made our way over to Columbus Circle. This is Columbus Circle here. Let's see, we're gonna make our way over to Broadway, so we have to go over here where Broadway continues. And Christian says, let's go Dodgers. Or if you're a fan of the Yankees, you're gonna root against the Dodgers. Like myself, I am definitely a Yankee fan, so I can definitely respect the Dodgers, but if I were rooting against them, I definitely would. All right, so we are made our way over to, this is Columbus Circle and Central Park South. Very busy evening here. Let me widen the shot here. Look at the big crowds that we have here along Central Park. Strawberry Fields, that is inside of Central Park. That's along West 72nd Street, but we're already past that, so no chance that we'll be able to make it to Strawberry Fields. Not on this stream, for at least. All right, so right here we got the Deutsche Bank Center right there. All right, so we're gonna head back towards Broadway. This is the roundabout here at Columbus Circle.
And I'm like, Michael, so what I'm saying is,
And this right here, this is Central Park South and 59th Street. As we look east on 59th Street. But we're gonna continue our walk right along Broadway here. Look at the big crowds that we have out here. Beautiful day to be out and about enjoying the weekend here on this Mother's Day weekend. Okay, so the time now here along the East Coast, it is 6:42 p.m. and the temperature right now is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. My name is Red Storm Pro. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome everybody. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me if you haven't already done so. We are live here in New York City. This is along Broadway. We just made our way into Midtown Manhattan. We started our stream on the Upper West Side. We are now in Midtown. As we continue making our way south along Broadway, we are heading right into Times Square. Broadway would take us right into the heart of Times Square, so we're just going to walk along this street here. And happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful moms. We wouldn't be who we are, and we wouldn't be where we are right now if it wasn't for our mothers and our fathers, of course. So let's just thank both of our parents for giving us the chance of life. And right now, this is West 57th Street, which is also known as Billionaires Row. Okay, and here we are continuing our walk as we cross West 57th Street. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in New York City, along with everyone else that are out and about enjoying this beautiful weather. And from sunny lit skies, we have made our way down right under this big scaffold here, this sidewalk shed. New York City, of course, is known for all of its sidewalk sheds. It is an unpleasant sight, as there are way too many of them. They block the view, they block the natural sunlight, and many of them have been up for far too longer than they should have. Okay. Okay, so we are making our way into Times Square right now. We'll be there in about maybe about 5 minutes or so. But before we make our way into Times Square, I'm going to show you guys the rooftop lounge that's located at the M Social Hotel. So we're going to have to cross the street for that. So we're going to go up to the rooftop lounge that's located atop the M Social Hotel. Show you guys the view of Times Square from that location. And thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream tonight as we celebrate Mother's Day here in New York City and in Manhattan.
You in here?
And we also have the Ed Sullivan Theater coming into view. That is where the Late Show with Stephen Colbert is recorded, taped from. And that is also the location where the Ed Sullivan used to be taped in. That was back during the 1960s. Oh, we got the light changing here. Let me just run over here before it changes. Okay, so right here we have the marquee of the Ed Sullivan Theater with the Late Show with Stephen Colbert sign there. And the Beatles perform at the Ed Sullivan Theater. Yes, that was back in the day, right here. That was during the invasion, as they call it. That was when Beatlemania took over the country and much of the world. The Beatles, yes, they are still popular. They are definitely still popular. As is John Lennon, who became a solo artist after the Beatles broke up. But the Beatles are no doubt one of the greatest bands, if not the greatest band of all time, musical band. Yes, every single one of them. Yes, they all became solo after the band broke up. But John Lennon definitely, in my opinion, had the most successful solo career of all the Beatle members. Okay, so that is the M Social right there. We're gonna make our way in there, and then we're gonna be making our way up to the outdoor lounge that's located on the rooftop there. So we're gonna visit that before we make our way into Times Square. So let's stop by here real quick. They do play music here, so I'm gonna have to mute that once, like they are right now. All right, so we're gonna just take the elevator up to the lounge. We have other folks here making their way up as well. Happy Mother's Day to everybody watching the live stream right now. And John Lennon definitely had the best solo career out of the four Beatles. And Imagine, yes, that is his most recognizable song. All right, we're gonna wait for the next elevator. This one seems a bit crowded, so we're just gonna wait for the next one here. As we make our way up to the lounge. All right, so apologies if the connection cuts out once we make our way inside of the elevator. It may or may not. Okay, so once the elevator arrives, we'll be making our way up to the lounge. Okay, this one's free. Let's make our way up. We'll just have to press the L here. And then we'll be getting out this side here. Okay. So this location, anybody can just come in and visit. It is open to the public. I don't hear the music, so I don't think they're playing music right now. Let's see. We do have DJ that plays music here. Not sure if he's here right now. Okay. Oh, we do have some music here. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to pause that real quick, or I'll just play my own music over there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play my own music over the DJ's music. Okay, so this is the M Social's public lobby here, or the lounge, I should say. Anybody can just come in here and enjoy the time here. Oh, we got foosball right here. We got the foosball right here as well. We got some TVs here. We got some Mario over here. It was like Mario Kart. We got Mario Kart over here. That's nice to know. And I haven't said I had a dream like this once. It is nice to dream because a lot of times they come true. All right, so look at the view that you guys get of Times Square from this outdoor lounge here. All right, let me pause the music here. And right here at this side of the lounge, we can see this rooftop view of Times Square. Look how beautiful it is from up here. That's a gorgeous view. You can zoom in right there on Times Square. Look how packed it is. You can see how packed it is just from this view here. Look at that, a lot of traffic right in the middle of Times Square, as there usually is. And there is a new Pope. Yes, I was talking about that earlier in the stream. Pope Ivan, what is his name? Pope Leon, I'm sorry. Pope Leo the 14th. Pope Leo the 14th, Robert Prevost, the first American Pope. Look at that view of Times Square, absolutely gorgeous. You guys can just walk in here and enjoy the view. It is open to the public, it is free of course. And right here, this is, right here we can see Broadway. Broadway, right? Yeah, that is Broadway down there. One of the better views of the city can be found right over here atop the M Social Lounge on this rooftop view. Beautiful view of Times Square. Although we're still outside of Times Square, but we can still get a good view of the crossroads there. And right there we can see One Times Square. That is One Times Square right there. We can see, we can make out the 2025 numeral right there, right above the Spotify screen there. Beautiful view. Look how beautiful it is. That's a very, very nice view. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this lounge here real quick. So I'm gonna play my own music over this. We have a lot of music blasting out throughout this location here. It is definitely a hidden gem. Not many folks know about this lounge here. Let me show you guys the view of Broadway here. From way up here, that is Broadway. Look how beautiful it is. So if you guys are in the Times Square area, make sure to stop by this lounge here on the rooftop of the M Social Hotel. It is open to the public. It is free. Oh, that thing is playing really loud. Okay, wow. And you guys can just sit around here as well. This is the M Social Hotel. The M Social Hotel is located on West 52nd Street and Broadway. So anybody can just come in and enjoy the space here. It is free. Yeah, you don't have to be a hotel guest to visit the spot here. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for the next elevator before we make our way down. And we have Sean Paul playing right now. Okay, this is our elevator here. I can turn off the music now. Okay, so we'll be coming out this side now. I'm sorry, the street lobby. That's the one I gotta press. Okay. Okay, so this is the M Social Hotel. Right there, we can see the little logo right there. So this hotel is located on West 52nd Street and Broadway. You guys can just visit the spot. You don't have to be a hotel guest to visit the lounge here. They're just here for a little bit and then they, they just exit the location, as we're doing right now. Okay, so we got more folks coming in, of course. All right, so that is a view from the lounge up top the M Social Hotel. Beautiful views of the city there. All right, so we're gonna make our way back towards Broadway here and make our way into Times Square, as we just saw from up there.
I would do anything.
All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. My name is Redstone Pro. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel. We are live here in New York City. This is right outside of Times Square. As we make our way into Times Square. Right now we're walking along Broadway, as we have been throughout most of the stream. And like and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Peter. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And happy Mother's Day. Let's not forget Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day. Here in the United States, at least. And right across the street, that is the Winter Garden Theater. Winter Garden Theater that was home to Cats the Musical. If you guys are familiar with Broadway shows, Cats the Musical is remains one of the longest running Broadway shows. So the Winter Garden was home to Cats the Musical. And right now it is home to Good Night and Good Luck. We can see George Clooney, the actor, right there. He is on the show. And more recently, it was also home to Back to the Future, the musical. And Ivan is asking, have you heard of George Takei, the guy who says, "Oh my"? I'm sure a lot of folks say that. And right over here, we can see this big billboard to The Last of Us. That show, of course, based on the PlayStation game, The Last of Us. If you guys haven't played that game, go and play it. It is amazing. The show itself is amazing. So that show is it's a live-action version of the video game. And right here, we can see Joe. We can see Joe and Ellie right here on the right. One of the best shows on TV right now, The Last of Us. And season 2 just started on April 13th, so they are on their second season. And George Takei is a famous Asian guy. Well, there you go. Thank you, Ivan, for that information. As we make our way into Times Square here. We're gonna run into a lot more folks as we make our way into the crossroads of the world. We can already see the vehicular traffic here. We have the steam pipes right over here. New York is home to the largest network of underground steam pipes. Alright, so Times Square is always busy all throughout the year. And tonight would be no exception. As we celebrate Mother's Day on this beautiful April Sunday. Or May. I'm still thinking we're in April. We're in May right now. This is the second Sunday of May in which Mother's Day is celebrated. And we have Alicia Keys. Gonna have to mute that for a second. Okay, and we are back to normal audio here. Happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful moms. We have more Alicia Keys playing over there, but I don't think I have to mute that. Hopefully not. Okay, we can see some of the many vendors here that line Times Square and all throughout the streets here, selling all different types of merchandise, mostly souvenirs of New York.
Girl working on an album.
That's something for high.
And Peter says it is an active Sunday. It is definitely an active Sunday. The weather is definitely beautiful. Excuse me then. So many folks are out and about enjoying the weather, of course. It has been raining all through most of the week, so if folks didn't make it out during the rainy days, they're definitely out right now during this beautiful day here. Look how beautiful it is here today and tonight. Oh, my throat. My throat is getting itchy, folks. Gonna have to drink water. Give me 1 second here. My throat is itchy right now, so gonna have to drink my water. Let me just get a sip of my water before I continue here. All right, let me pause that for a second. Okay, so I am back. My throat was getting itchy there, so I had to drink some water. Okay, so hopefully it's okay now. Feels like it's okay. Okay, so this statue right here, this is the nearest attraction right here to be hitting the Times Square area. It is a African American woman. And right here we can get more information. All right, so this statue here, this is called Grounded in the Stars by Thomas J. Price. The purpose of this statue here, is to have an African American presence. We do have other statues here as well in the Times Square area. Philadelphia, of course, that is one. So this statue here is supposed to represent an African American presence in Times Square in regards to the statues here that are located inside of Times Square. And that is hot in here. Yes, that is hot in here as well. And that is the song by Nelly.
Now it's so pretty. It's not good.
Now I
know. I don't know about this.
All right, so let's see if we can make our way over to the red steps here as we usually do when we come to Times Square. Okay, let's see if we can we could definitely make our way up here to these famous red steps, the TKTS red stairs. Look how many folks are out and about enjoying this Mother's Day Sunday here in Times Square. We have all the families out and about. We got all the moms with their children. Mucha gente, says Tommy. Definitely. It wouldn't be Times Square without all of these people here. That is part of the attraction, is to see all of the folks out and about enjoying the time out here. We have mucha gente here in Times Square, right above these red stairs here. Maybe not get in the way of the photo here. Okay, I think I'll stop right here. We're still a few steps short of the top here, but I think we're okay here. Okay, right here. This is the very top right here. Okay, we just have enough space here to make our way up. And look at the view here of Times Square from atop the TKTS red stairs. And right here we can see all of the mucha gente that have made their way up to Times Square. Happy Mother's Day from Times Square. It definitely looks like a mob scene out here with all of these folks. But Times Square is the biggest attraction there is in New York City. So of course there's always going to be a mob of folks out here. This is one of the most visited sites, touristic sites in the world. It is no exception tonight, given the beautiful weather that we have right now. So we're just gonna hang around here for another minute or so before we make our way back down to street level, as we enjoy the view of Times Square, the crossroads of the world. We're looking south. This is from the northern end of the bow tie. All right, so once again, happy Mother's Day. Let's give a big thanks to all of our mothers, beautiful mothers. The weather is beautiful here in New York City and all throughout the northeast region. And I even says, thank God there is no drama on Mother's Day. No, we definitely don't want any of that on this day. We don't want no drama on any day of the year. We have a lot going on already all throughout the world, of course. We have wars in the Middle East, you know, with Israel and Hamas. We have the Ukraine war with Russia, and more recently we've had the war between Pakistan and India. But right now they did reach a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. So hopefully that conflict, you know, doesn't escalate any further. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in Times Square on this beautiful Monday, Mother's Day rather. Tomorrow is Monday, Mother's Day weekend. Beautiful view of the crossroads of the world. And right here we can see the view of Broadway and 7th Avenue. That is 7th Avenue right there, and Broadway right over here to my left. And we got Gloria Estefan right there. Oh, she just disappeared. We did see her name there briefly. And thank you, Todd and Mary from Nashua, New Hampshire. And hello to everybody in the New England region and all throughout New Hampshire. All right, so we're gonna make our way back down to street level. Let's just enjoy the view for another few seconds here before we make our way back down. It is a sea of humanity right here in the middle of Times Square, right along the crossroads of the world. All right, so let's make our way back down. It is easier going down than it is coming up. All right, but right now we are making our way back down. You do have to watch your step here. Every single step, you definitely got to watch your step here. You don't want to trip and fall on one of the many folks here. And you also got to watch out for you know, objects like that there. You don't want to step on that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're back down to street level. The steps, they're made of glass. Those are glass steps. And if you guys visit these steps, you might see some cracks. I did see a few steps that have cracks in them. So they are made of glass. Okay, we have some performers here, dancers. Let's check this out. Beautiful women, beautiful young girls there. I believe that is plexiglass. That definitely has to be plexiglass to have all of those folks on it. So it's definitely plexiglass. Okay, so the dancing here is over. So let's move on here.
Listen, come on, eat.
Plexiglass, that is more flexible type of glass, so it can definitely support more weight, in my opinion. And right here we have King Kong, right here. He's always here.
1 second, senor. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there.
The Naked Cowboy, I have not seen him either. Maybe he's just taking some time off. I haven't seen the Naked Cowgirl either, so neither of them have been present here in Times Square, you know, at least during my visits. Alright, as we continue making our way into Times Square. And we can see another King Kong right here. We have King Kong and we have the Incredible Hulk as there as well. We have Spider-Man without his mask on.
Trying to go around.
And look how busy it is here in Times Square. Wow, we have a lot going on here right now. As we make our way over to the southern half. Happy Mother's Day once again to all of our beautiful mothers. If you guys want to type in your mom's name in the chat, might as well do that. Give your mom a shout out in the chat, Mother's Day shout out. I personally want to give a shout out to my own mother, Elsie. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Thank you for giving me life. Thank you for raising me the right way. Thank you for making me the person that I am today. I would not be the man that I am today or the person that I am today if it wasn't for you and your own personality. So happy Mother's Day to my mom. And right here we got some bikers. I think we have, let's see, I think I do see a few motorcycles here. And we got B.I.G. playing right here. Yeah. When I was that broke, man, I couldn't picture this. All right, we got lots going on right now. We got the three-wheel vehicles here, the three-wheelers. We got bikes, we got dirt bikes, whatever they are. And thank you, Ivan. I'm not a good rapper, but I can try here and there. I'm not a rapper myself, you know, but I do know a few lines, a few verses. And from music, we go to Sirens here. Happy Mother's Day to my mother, Judith. Happy Mom. Happy Mother's Day to Todd's mom, Judith. And I want to give a Mother's Day shout out as well to my spiritual mother, Pastor Linda Matthews. Happy Mother's Day to you. And to Janice Hines as well. Happy Mother's Day. To all of my friends and relatives who are mommies, happy Mother's Day. We have a dog right here with its owner. Okay, we are running into an hourglass here.
Come on. You live? Are you on live?
I am live, yeah.
YouTube?
Yes, you want to say what's up?
Hey, what's up? We're live from
Hello.
New York.
Where are you from exactly?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, all right. We got
Yes,
Brooklyn in the house. We were just listening to Biggie right there.
Yes,
Okay,
Brooklyn.
yeah, got to represent Brooklyn.
That's
right. Happy Mother's Day.
West Africa in the building. Ghana in the
Okay,
building.
Ghana. We got Ghana in the house right here. All right. Very nice. All right, so we got West Africa representing here in Ghana. That's what's up. Okay, so as we continue our stream here, we can see how busy and crowded it is. We have not seen Lena doing the, she's still looking back at us. Hello. Okay, so yeah, Lena has, she's been absent during the last couple of streams. Hopefully she's okay. And right here we can see the three-wheelers. Okay, we got the right is changing. We can't cross now. Wow, we have a lot going on right now. We got a lot of honking, we got a lot of music playing, we got a lot of folks out and about. Happy Mother's Day all throughout the chaos here. It's good chaos though, it's controlled chaos. And we got Michael Jackson playing right there. All right, let's get back here. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have a change of scenery once we leave Times Square. From Times Square, we'll be walking along the High Line. But right now we are in Times Square in a sea of folks. We got Raising Cane's right up here.
Channel.
Red Storm Pro.
Huh?
Red Storm Pro.
West Stone.
Red Storm Pro. I can show you right here. If you want to screenshot it, right here.
You gonna upload it?
It's live right now.
Okay.
It's live right now, right there.
Red Storm Pro. Okay. Red
Yeah.
Storm Pro. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy Mother's Day.
Same to you. Thank you.
Well, thanks you. Thank you. Thanks anyways. Thank you. Okay, so hello. She's definitely not camera shy. She's been looking back at the whole time here.
Red Storm Pro.
Red Storm Pro. That is the channel.
Red Storm Pro.
Yes.
Follow him, subscribe.
Thank you so much. What is
Push
it?
that like button.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We got a good family out here. Definitely. We got good vibes here. Good vibes here. We got a good amount of energy here. We got some good vibes all along Times Square right now on this Mother's Day weekend. And we have the Hard Rock Cafe right above us here. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to 42nd Streets. All right, so you folks heard the lady. If you haven't already subscribed and liked the channel, make sure to do that. We have a beautiful family here from Brooklyn and Ghana, making the stream a little bit better. So I want to thank those folks there, those wonderful good folks. All right, so we got some good energy out here. We got good vibes, good energy. This is what we want to see all throughout the streams here. We want to leave all of the negativity behind us. And so far, we have been very successful throughout the stream here. Let's keep that good energy going. Okay, so we have made our way over to West 42nd Street. We're going to continue our walk right along West 42nd Street. Okay, so the time now is 7:30 p.m. and the temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. All right, we got some more music playing here. I'm gonna have to mute that for a second, or just play my own over it. Oh, they closed the store here. The Yankee store is closed. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we are back to our normal audio. And Ivan wants to know if there's a Met store. There is a Met store nearby, but not sure if you guys just noticed, but the Yankees Clubhouse store that was located here on 42nd Street is closed. And they just shuttered the store. That's sad to hear and see. So the Yankees Clubhouse store that used to be located right here on West 42nd Street, that is closed. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over here to this is 8th Avenue, right? By the way, we got the Port Authority bus terminal right there across the street. Okay, so we're just gonna change for wait for the light here to change. So I was definitely surprised to see the Yankees Clubhouse store closed. And hello to my mom in the chat. Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful mother. Hello, mommy. And Ivan wants to know, where is the Mets Clubhouse store? There used to be one here in Manhattan. I'm not sure if it's still open or not. But if you go to City Field, definitely they have the store there as well, the official team store. Okay, so we've made our way over to 8th Avenue, escaping all of the chaos of Times Square. It is much more tranquil right now as we make our way over to the High Line. All right, so we got the Port Authority right here, the bus terminal. This complex is scheduled to be renovated and expanded. It is in much need of that. And right over here we have the Times, the New York Times building right here. That is the New York Times Tower. Home to the New York Times, obviously, the newspaper. Times Square is named after New York Times. Their former headquarters used to be over at 1 Times Square, but their current location is right here at the New York Times building. And right here we can see the entrance right here. And I want to give a Mother's Day shout out to Jacqueline Maxwell. I'm not sure if she's watching the live stream. So happy Mother's Day to Jacqueline Maxwell. That is my mom's best friend. And to her daughter, May Maxwell as well, who just visited New York from South Carolina. She was here in New York recently from South Carolina. Okay, so right now we are walking along 8th Avenue. We are walking south. So right now we're gonna make our way over to Madison Square Garden, or just outside the Madison Square Garden. And then from there we'll be walking along the High Line. As the Garden gets set for Game 4 of the NBA playoffs, round 2 of the NBA playoffs against the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, the next day came up just a bit short by 20 or so points in yesterday's game. They weren't able to come back from that deficit like they did in the first 2 games. But hopefully tomorrow they have much better luck. We definitely don't want Boston to tie the series. We have emergency vehicles here. We have a lot of chaos still going on here. We gotta watch out for these vehicles here. We got all sorts of sirens going on right now. Not sure what they're responding to. But this is New York. This is just a normal way of life to hear all these sirens. Nobody's really fazed by it. But we do have quite a number of emergency vehicles, mainly from the fire department, making their way over there. Alright, so if you folks haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. There is the link right there, courtesy of the Nightbot. Boy, do we have a lot going on over here. Let's see what's going on here. Gonna have to make our way back over to this side of the street. We have another fire truck making its way over here. Whoa, look at that. We almost had a collision right over here as well. Welcome to New York City. It is Monday, or Sunday I should say, Mother's Day. Monday is tomorrow. Wow. And one of my co-workers just asked me if I'm watching wrestling. I'm actually not. I'm live streaming right now on my YouTube. Wrestling can wait till later tonight. and by wrestling he means WWE Backlash, the pay-per-view, which took place last night. And Peter says this is not New York City unless we hear sirens and the scaffolding. That's definitely. That's just it just adds to the cityscape. All right, so all of the sirens have died down. Wow, I definitely lasted for a good few minutes there. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to Plaza 33 of Madison Square Garden. That is where the watch parties take place for the Knicks playoff games. So we're gonna just stop by there, just gonna walk around. Obviously there's nothing going on there right now since the games are not taking place tonight. Tonight they'll take place tomorrow. That is the next game, Game 4. As we continue walking south along 8th Avenue, it is quieter now. And of course, we have more scaffolding, sidewalk shedding right above us. We definitely are seeing less and less of them. since new rules were put in place, you know, that will allow these sheds, these sidewalk sheds, to come down quicker, much quicker than they should be up. So while we still see a lot, we definitely are seeing less of them. Okay, so we have a vehicle here right on the actually two vehicles right on the crosswalk here. Oh, they're from New Jersey. Of course they're doing that. Based on the license plate. Actually, both of them are from New Jersey based on their license plates. They don't know how to drive in the city. Okay, so we're gonna stop by the plaza over by Madison Square Garden, which is known as Plaza 33. Which is located right on West 33rd Street. Although it might be named after Patrick Ewing. I believe his jersey number was 33. Nick Legend. Not sure if it's named after the street or Patrick Ewing, but either way it is known as Plaza 33. All right, we got more vehicles. Okay, we can cross now. And we have Lady Lively right here. We got characters here from Dragon Ball. Alright, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Redstone Pro. We are live here in New York City, right along 8th Avenue in Midtown Manhattan. Happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful mothers as we walk around here in Manhattan on this beautiful Mother's Day weekend, late evening here. The weather is absolutely beautiful for a walk, as you can see many folks are out and about enjoying the weather and enjoying the night. Okay, right across the street, that is the New Yorker Hotel, famous hotel here along 8th Avenue. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to Plaza 33. Nothing is going on there tonight as there is no playoff game, but we're just gonna walk around and then we'll make our way over to the High Line. That is Madison Square Garden, yes. Right over there. That is the world's most famous arena, as it is known. And this right here, this is West 34th Street. We have the Empire State Building here. Not sure if you guys can see it through the sun glare. Let me see if I can get a better. There it is. That is the Empire State Building right there. And this big building right here, that is One Penn Plaza. That is One Penn Plaza right there, which recently underwent some renovations. This is part of the Penn District, Penn Station District. How's it going?
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
John. How about
John,
you?
where you from?
Huh?
Where you from?
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some. Oh, we got. You're all from Indonesia.
No,
Yeah.
I'm from Pakistan.
You're from Pakistan.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
from Indonesia.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How is it? How are you enjoying New York?
It's amazing. You know?
It's amazing, huh?
I'm here only for a week.
Only for a
I'm
week.
going back to Indonesia.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than a week to see everything here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really big. It's really nice. A lot to do here. Okay. Have a good night.
That's my brother Albert.
Albert, we got Albert walking ahead of them right there. Right there. He's camera shy. Oh, we got no shout out from Albert. Okay. All right. So we got folks there from Pakistan and Indonesia. Okay. So this is Plaza 33 right here. And of course, we have Madison Square Garden right over here. MSG. Okay, you guys can get a wider view right there. All right, so if you guys are in the New York City area, make sure to stop by this plaza right here for tomorrow's Knicks game. This is where they'll be having the watch party for Game 4 of the NBA playoffs, Round 2 against the Boston Celtics. The Knicks currently, they are up in the series 2-1, although they did lose the game yesterday. Best of 7 series. I was here yesterday, right as the game was ending. It was a madhouse here. Even though the Knicks lost, you know, these Knicks fans, they're a very devoted fan base. You know, they'll celebrate whether the Knicks lose or whether they win or lose the game. They'll be out and they'll be, you know, just celebrating and, you know, just being in a celebratory mood. So if you guys want to see a video of that, I did upload that to my YouTube channel here as well. So you guys can check that out. I may or may not be here tomorrow for the watch party, but I was here yesterday for Game 3's watch party, and it was pretty crazy out here, even though the Knicks lost. Okay, so this is where the watch party takes place. This is usually where they have the screen set up right along this spot right here. This is where they have the big screen set up. And right here we have a venue for pickleball. Pickleball, of course, is one of the newest sports around. So right now we just have the normal crowd here. We have the non-sports crowd here right now, but tomorrow this will be turned into a venue for watch party. A whole different scene than what it was yesterday. And this right here, this is known as Chase Plaza. This is the main entrance to Madison Square Garden. And right here we have one of the entrances to Pennsylvania Station. So let's walk along here, along Chase Plaza, named after Chase Bank. Beautiful view of the Empire State Building right against that beautiful blue sky. Okay, so right here we can make our way right up to right before we get to the gate here. We can see all of the Knicks banners here, the Knicks banners. Madison Square Garden is also home to the New York Rangers of the NHL, National Hockey League, but they are not in the playoffs this year, so we definitely won't be seeing any banners of that team. Look at this, look how beautiful this is. Let's go Knicks. Look at this, we got the Knicks all over right here. We got the team right here, we got Tom Thibodeau right there, the coach, right in the middle there. Let's go Knicks, let's go Knicks. We got to win it for the Burrows. We even got the escalator right here decked out in Knicks logos and stuff. Beautiful. So the next game will be taking place tomorrow right here in Madison Square Garden. That is game 4 of the NBA playoffs, round 2. The Eastern Conference semifinals. Alright, so from Madison Square Garden, we're gonna be making our way over to the High Line. As we make our way back out to 8th Avenue. Alright, so this will be a totally different scene by the time tomorrow's game starts and ends, depending on the outcome. When are the final 2 teams going to play? I believe you're talking about the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals, they usually start in June. Right now we are about halfway to the finals. We have 4 rounds of the NBA playoffs, including the finals. So right now we are in round 2, which are the conference semifinals between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
There was actually serious grass.
Okay, so this is West 31st Street. We've made our way over to West 31st Street. We're gonna make our way over to the Hudson Yards and to the High Line. Hopefully the High Line is not closed right now. Let's see what time do they close. Oh, I'm afraid that they might be closed. Let me see. They do close later in the warmer months. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm able to make the High Line. Let's see. They are open till... Okay, so according to Google, the High Line is open to 10 p.m. So we should be able to make it there. They do close earlier during the winter months. And there is more sunlight later in the day, of course, so I wouldn't see why they would be closing at this time. Okay, so happy Mother's Day once again to all of our beautiful mothers, moms. Shout out to all of our moms. And we got Madison Square Garden, by the way, is lit up in Mother's Day colors. We can see it right here. So we do have the exterior right there lit up in Mother's Day colors. Okay, this right here, by the way, this was 7th Avenue over here. This is 8th Avenue. Right here, this is 8th Avenue, the street coming up. So we were on the 7th Avenue side of Madison Square Garden. So my correction there, this is 8th Avenue coming up here. And we have Manhattan West right there. Those twin buildings, that is part of the Manhattan West complex. And we have Hudson Yards behind those buildings. That is where we'll be walking to as we make our way over to the High Line. And we also have the Moynihan Train Hall right there across the street. That is Moynihan Train Hall, which is part of the expanded Penn Station. That is part of the James Farley Post Office building. All right, so this is the, right there we can see 8th Avenue. That is looking down towards Chelsea, the Chelsea neighborhood. So we are at the boundaries of Midtown and Chelsea. Got to be careful with these spikes here. Sometimes they just appear out of nowhere. You got to be very careful when you're walking right on the bike lanes here.
Taxi?
And right across the street, that is a little bus depot as well. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we celebrate Mother's Day weekend here in the United States. But regardless of wherever you may be watching from, happy Mother's Day. We do have countries that celebrate Mother's Day throughout different dates of the year. Here in the United States, we celebrate Mother's Day on the second Sunday of May, which this year falls on May the 11th. And right here we can see one of the entrances to the Moynihan Train Hall. This is where you can take your Amtrak trains to wherever it is you're heading to. Okay, so right there high above us, that is Manhattan West. Beautiful.
Я уезжаю сейчас.
Okay, so Manhattan West and the Hudson Yards, that is all part of the expansion, the redevelopment of the far west side of Manhattan, which for many decades, was underutilized. But right now, as we can see, it is home to some of the biggest developments in the country.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we made our way over to, this is 9th Avenue here, as we make our way over to Hudson Yards and the High Line. Okay, this okay, now we got the light here to cross. Beautiful evening here in New York City. A lot of folks are afraid of walking along these sidewalk grades. Me, I'm just like, whatever, you know, I'm just walking right over it. It's rare, it's extremely rare for any of them to all of a sudden, you know, just open up and swallow you in. There have been some instances where that did, in fact, take place, but it is extremely rare that you know, something like that does occur. You might have a better chance of being struck by lightning than falling through one of those sidewalk grades that I just walked on. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to the High Line. And right here, this is the High Line Moynihan Connector Bridge. That will take us right into the High Line. As we make our way over to the Hudson Yards complex. So we're gonna be walking along the High Line during the evening hours, so it should be a good view from the High Line. It is past 8 o'clock. All right, so this is the High Line Moynihan Connector Bridge. This bridge connects the High Line to Moynihan Station and the Hudson Yards right here. So as you can see, these trusses, they are made of wood. This is all wood right here. This is a wooden bridge mostly. Yes, the giant pigeon. We are going to see the giant pigeon in a couple of minutes. It's right over here actually. So once we make our right here, turn on the right, we should be able to see the giant pigeon. So the giant pigeon is a sculpture designed by Ivan Algolte. Ivan Algolte, he's a Colombian artist. So right here we should be able to see the pigeon. I did see the pigeon yesterday as I was recording my video of the High Line. And we can see the sun just setting right in the distance there towards the west. Beautiful view. And speaking of views, look at the view here of Hudson Yards. Right behind these trees. Beautiful. Look at that. All lit up in Mother's Day colors. That building right there in the middle, that is 30 Hudson Yards. We can see the edge right there. That is the edge observation platform right up there. Beautiful. And right here in view, we can see the giant pigeon. The giant pigeon, he is currently, he or she is currently the main attraction here on the High Line. Okay, so this is a sculpture designed by Colombian artist Ivan Algote. This is known as the dinosaur. It's a pigeon, but it is called the dinosaur. Look how beautiful it is. Not sure why they named it the dinosaur, but it is a pigeon. Pigeons are, believe it or not, birds in general, they are direct descendants of dinosaurs. So I would think probably why they called it the dinosaur. Birds are the birds that we know now, modern birds, they are descendants of dinosaurs. Look how beautiful and detailed it is, just like a typical city pigeon that we see all throughout the city here. Beautiful. Okay, so this pigeon here, this will be here, I believe till next year. Let's see, I did read about it. Look at that. It's so detailed. Look at that. And you don't have to worry about this pigeon pooping on you. This one is stationary. This one is not going anywhere anytime soon. Beautiful view of the pigeon, known as the dinosaur here. So once again, this is designed by Ivan Algote, Colombian artist and sculptor. I believe he's also a filmmaker. I did read his bio. He is also a filmmaker. He has different talents. Right here we can see one of his works here on display, right along the southern end of the High Line. Oh, actually, no, this is the northern end of the High Line. The northern end of the High Line. Okay, so right here we can see more information on this.
Spanish, English, all those in
Yes, okay, so he is Colombian, Ivan Algote. It is made of cast aluminum steel and paint, 13 by 8 feet and 17 feet. It'll be here until next year, spring of next year. All right, nice view of the dinosaur pigeon. Along with the rest of the Hudson Yards complex here. Hello, my friend. All right, so with that said, let's continue our walk along the High Line here.
Somebody watch maps.
All right, so the High Line is an elevated park here. This is the site of the old railroad that used to operate here. The High Line is about 1.5 miles in length, stretching over here from the Hudson Yards down to the Meatpacking district. It takes about half an hour to walk the entire length. This park here is modeled after the Collier Velte, which is a similar park in Paris, France. That park opened in 1993. So this, what you see here is an inspiration from that park in Paris, where they took old elevated unused railroad tracks and turned it into this beautiful elevated park that we see here. So the first portion of this park here opened back in 2009. After many years of planning and construction. And this building right here, this is known as the Shed. And right behind the Shed, we have the vessel right there, just in view. That is the vessel right there. Right behind the Shed. All part of the Hudson Yards complex. And let's make our way over to the main portion of the High Line, which starts right about here. Okay, we can feel the breeze over here. It is beautiful. It's a very nice breeze. This has been a rather long walk. All right, so happy Mother's Day from the High Line. Look how beautiful it is here. All right, so I did record video of the High Line yesterday. That video is up on the channel. So if you guys want to check out the recorded video of this here, just head on over to the channel. That is the newest video.
What are we doing?
All right, so we're gonna make our way. Right now, we're making our way over from the northern portion down to the southern portion, which ends at the Meatpacking district down by Gazenvoort Street. And of course, we have all of these high-end condominiums lining on both sides of the High Line. There has been a construction boom ever since the High Line opened. So what you see here, these are all mainly new buildings that have been constructed to complement the High Line. And of course, there is an issue of privacy with some of these apartments. You can directly see right through some of these apartments here, these condominiums. So folks that live on either side of these buildings here, they might have an issue with privacy here. We can see directly through some of these windows here. We can definitely see right here. We can see someone's looks like a kitchen or something. Beautiful. Beautiful sunset over on the west. That is looking towards New Jersey. And we also have the moon. The moon is out as well. Let me zoom in on it. We can see the moon right above the those high rises there. Right here. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, we can see the moon right there as well. It's a beautiful night here. We got the moon and sun. Well, the sun is just setting now, but we got the moon out right now as well. Beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, look how we have look how futuristic some of these buildings look. The architecture behind some of these buildings here, they're pretty futuristic looking.
Right. So they might have to commute really far.
I don't know if they will.
Like it looks like it was built.
Oh, we have a nice crowd here walking on both ends of the High Line. So the High Line, prior to, well, the old railroad that used to operate here was abandoned beginning in the 1980s, the early 1980s. It sat unused for close to 30 years. So this entire stretch was just an old abandoned railroad before it was transformed into the elevated park that we see today, all lined up with trees and gardens and stuff. Very nice. The amount of work that it took to put this all together is quite amazing.
That's the best place.
And we have another view right there of the sun setting towards the west.
Turn around. Wait, where should I go? Maybe on this side? Let me see.
Okay, we got a picture right here. Alright, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. My name is Red Storm Pro. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. We are live along the High Line Elevated Park. Let me get ahead of these folks here. Okay, so right now we are walking along the High Line. We are walking towards the southern end of the High Line. We started at the Hudson Yards. That is the northern end.
That was a brick shop we went to earlier.
These are all steel grates, by the way. That the noise that you hear, folks walking over, that is this is all steel grates. This is similar to what you find along the sidewalks. The High Line and that giant pigeon. And right here we have what looks like the Joker's mouth. Beautiful. Look how beautiful that view is of the buildings on either side of the High Line. Okay, so right there, that is looking towards the Chelsea neighborhood. And right here we can see some of the rails, the railings from the railroad that used to operate here. The railroad tracks, the rail bed. Okay, and look at the view right here. We have the moon. This is 23rd Street right here. This is 23rd Street. Let me get behind the street. Change the view here. Okay, so we can see the moon right there with some clouds. Look how beautiful that view is. This is what the folks are looking at here. Beautiful. This is right along 23rd Street here. This is 23rd Street and this is 10th Avenue right here. This is 10th Avenue and 23rd Street. That is looking east. Beautiful view. Look at that. We got the sunlight shining off the buildings there. With the moon right there, there's a full moon. Beautiful. What a spectacular view this is. I'm actually going to take before I leave here, let me grab a photo real quick with my Google Pixel phone here. What a beautiful view. So this is what the folks are looking at right now. We have the sun setting on the west, and we have a full moon out towards the east. This is pretty spectacular right now. What a beautiful Mother's Day evening this is. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for any better. And of course, we have the sun that is setting there towards the west. That is looking towards New Jersey. Right there. Beautiful. Oh, sorry. Oh, we got Celtics fan right here. Uh-oh. We got the Celtics fan right here. All right, so we're going to continue our walk here along the High Line as we head south towards the southern terminus. We have another work of art right here. Ah, bless you. And right here we can see some of the privacy concerns. We can see directly right into that apartment right there. So if you plan on getting an apartment on one of these buildings here, make sure to have your windows covered, because privacy is definitely a big concern here amongst the residents here. And we have another work of art right here. Let me widen the shot. Look how beautiful this is. We got the angels. What is that? I'm not really sure what that is. It's beautiful either way.
Skyline.
And we have the breeze here. Oh, nice breeze. We have another view right here of the west.
It's insane. That's right, bro.
It's starting to feel like a jungle here, even though we're in the middle of the city here. It does feel like a jungle. Kind of hard to believe you're in the middle of Manhattan right here along this portion of the High Line. Look how green it is here. We are in the middle of a forest right here on the High Line. Beautiful.
Upside down, you got the strap over.
And Peter wants to know which came first, the apartments or the High Line. Most of these buildings that you see constructed here, most of these modern buildings that you see here, they came after the High Line. So the High Line definitely sparked the building boom here along the stretch of you know, the Chelsea area. So definitely the High Line for the most part. And we can still see more buildings being erected here along this stretch. So these buildings that you see here, the vast majority of the buildings that you see here, they were constructed at, you know, after the construction of the High Line. Okay, this sculpture right here, this is called the Birth of Islands by Teresa Solo Abul. She is from Madrid, Spain, Spanish artist, sculptor. Beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful here. I mean, the High Line is beautiful regardless if you walk here during the day or night, but it definitely has a special feeling when you walk during the nighttime here. It's just beautiful. And right here we can see the Empire State Building. Look how beautiful that view is of the Empire State Building. Let me take a picture of that as well now that I'm here. Let me just grab a picture right here real quick. Look how beautiful this is. All right, so just give me one moment here, folks, while I grab a couple of pictures here. That is my phone, by the way. That right there is my phone. Hello, hello, Pixel. All right, just one more picture here. Okay. That looks good enough, I think. Yeah. And right there, we can see that is the Whitney Museum of Art right there. That is the Whitney Museum right there. That building right there, that is the Whitney Museum. Beautiful. We can hear the birds chirping. We can't see them, but they are chirping. We got this beautiful breeze here.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say.
Which is definitely a welcome feeling after you've been walking for almost 3 hours. That right there, that looks like the Times Square crystal ball right there. Even though it's not. Okay, so after the High Line opened, that spawned construction boom. That's why you see all of these modern buildings here. 10 years ago, these buildings wouldn't have existed for the most part. This was an old, rundown, derelict stretch. But the opening of the High Line definitely rejuvenated the area here. So it's pretty remarkable what this has transformed into just within the last decade or so. Gentrification, as they call it. This entire area has been greatly gentrified. Okay, this is 10th Avenue right here as we look back north towards Midtown. Beautiful view. We're gonna have a better view right here. There is a lookout spot right here which overlooks 10th Avenue. Okay, so here we are. This is the lookout area right here, right along on 10th Avenue, or just over 10th Avenue. Let's watch our step here as we head down towards the glass here, the window. Okay, so this right here, this is 10th Avenue looking north. Look how beautiful that is as we look back towards the Hudson Yards there. And we can see the edge platform right there. That is the edge. High above 30 Hudson Yards. Beautiful view. And let's make our way back up towards the High Line here. Okay, so happy Mother's Day once again to all of our beautiful mothers, all of our beautiful moms. We even have the graphic there in Mother's Day colors. And happy Mother's Day to my mom as well, who was in the chat. I'm not sure if she's still in the chat, but she was there earlier. Happy Mother's Day to my sister as well, Fanny. To my niece, Destiny, who recently became her mom herself just a couple of years ago. To my spiritual mom, Pastor Linda Matthews. To Janice Hines as well. To all of my family and relatives, friends who are mommies. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And if you are a pet mom also, happy Mother's Day to you. We have our pets that totally depend on us to become, their moms and dads. So we cannot forget that as well. Our animals, our pets need us more than we need them. So whether you are a mom to a human or a pet, happy Mother's Day to you all. And look at the view that we have here. We can see Hoboken right over there on the Jersey side. That is Hoboken. And Jersey City. We can see Jersey City coming into view right there. Behind those trees. That is Jersey City. And we have Hoboken as well. We have the stream of water running here. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. It's pretty amazing that they're able to have water running through here, but we can see this stream here. Beautiful.
You know, fuck the train, dude.
Okay, so we are approaching the southern portion. Well, we should be done with the High Line in about I would say 5 minutes or so. We are approaching the southern terminus of the High Line, right at Gazenvorst Street in the Meatpacking district. And we have another view of the full moon. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful view right there. Look how beautiful this is here. This is 14th Street right here. Yeah, this is 14th Street here. Beautiful. As we overlook 14th Street, this is all part of the Meatpacking district. And right over here we have a film. Usually they show films over here over a projector. We can see the projector right here. This is some film in Mandarin, I believe, Chinese. This is called, let's see what this is. This is called the Yuan Yuan Yang Tales of Chinatown.
It just passed away a couple of weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everybody in the front row passed away.
Oh, that's right. Oh, she just talking about people passing away. That's pretty tragic. Okay, and right here, this is the High Line. This is the standard High Line Hotel. Right above us, this building stands right over the High Line. It used to be called the Standard Hotel, but now it is called the Standard High Line Hotel. One of my friends used to work here as a line cook, my friend Sandy. So shout out to Sandy. She is a mom as well. So happy Mother's Day to Sandy. She used to work at this hotel here as a line cook. Beautiful, and we can see the base of the hotel here. Look, this is pretty interesting here. We are walking right under the High Line, the Standard High Line Hotel. Look at this, pretty interesting. The entire hotel is right above us. Look at this, pretty interesting. And let me go over to the other camera here, since it has a better view of the nighttime here. Okay, so we are approaching the southern end. Once you pass the Standard Hotel, this is you're approaching the southern end, which is right over here. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, look at the lights. We got some lights turning on there. And hello to Pee-wee from Illinois. Hello, Pee-wee. Nice to see you, Pee-wee. We have Pope Leon the 14th, Robert Prehost, who is from Illinois. I was talking about that earlier. So it is nice to have a Pope from Illinois, the first American Pope. The first American Pope. And Peter says, very interesting hotel. It is very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it's hard to see it now with the trees there.
Almost 2 years too.
But yeah, we are approaching, this is the southern end of the High Line coming up here. Okay, and the exit is right over here. All right, so we have reached the southern portion of the High Line, right along Gazenvoort Street. This is Gazenvoort Street coming up here, and we are in the Meatpacking district here. Okay, so that is the High Line. Beautiful walk along the High Line. And this is Gazenvoort Street. We have 5 seconds to make our way here. This is Gazenvoort and Washington. This is Washington Street here. This is, and right here, this is Gazenvoort. We're gonna make our way over to Gazenvoort Plaza. And from Gazenvoort Plaza, we're gonna make our way over to 14th Street and then to Union Square. So we'll be ending the stream at over at Union Square. Check out what's going on there real quick. All right, so this is the Meatpacking district. This is another area that has been gentrified over the years. This used to be mainly warehouses and slaughterhouses and stuff like that, but it is mostly galleries, art galleries, restaurants and stuff. All right, so this area here used to be all about warehouses and meat packing and the slaughtering of animals, you know, to process their meat. But nowadays it is mainly galleries, restaurants that you see here. And so yeah, this is another area that has been gentrified. It looks very beautiful nowadays. Beautiful. Okay, and this building right here, we have seen this building before. This building here is known as the 5th 9th Avenue building. This used to be the home to Nelson Sullivan, who was a video blogger back in the 1980s. He used to, you know, he used to document the scene here, the LGBT scene here in New York City back in the 1980s. This used to be his used to call this space home. It is an art gallery nowadays. And the vine that you see here, that is these vines were planted by Nelson Sullivan back in the early 1980s. It is still here. It is still growing, I believe. So there you have it. Fort Gazenvoort. That is the name of the building now. That is the that's the address, 5 9th Avenue. So Nelson Sullivan, who passed away back in 1989. He did video blogging way before YouTube even existed. Way before YouTube was even an idea. So we can definitely thank him for what we do here now. Okay, so right there, that is Gazenvoort Plaza. We're gonna walk there once we're able to do so. Right now. Beautiful night here, beautiful Mother's Day night. Okay, so we're gonna walk over to 14th Street and then make our way over to Union Square, and that is where I'll be ending the stream. It has been a very fun stream here on Mother's Day night. Thank you all once again for watching and tuning in. All right, so the time now, it is approaching, it is 8:45 p.m. All right, so we are making our way back north, but only briefly since we are walking to 14th Street. And this restaurant here, this is a Mexican restaurant. This is called Dos Caminos. Beautiful Mexican restaurant. All right, and here we are at 14th Street. This is 14th Street right here, and Hudson Street. This is Hudson Street and 14th Street. This is Hudson right here. As we make our way over to Union Square. And Peter says, have a good night. Well, have a good night, Peter, and happy Mother's Day to your mom. All right, so here we are along West 14th Street. This will be our last stretch before ending the stream. Our 14th Street has seen a lot of gentrification as well, as has many parts of New York. New York City is a city that is becoming more and more gentrified, as we've just seen with the High Line. It is a city that is constantly changing, constantly evolving. New construction is always going up. Old buildings get torn down. New ones go up in its place. It is a city that is always on the move. Constantly evolving. And we see that with the construction of the super talls as well. And this right across the street, that is the Reddon's funeral home. That is where one of my cousins had his funeral. Miguel Garrido. May he rest in peace. That was back in 2020. May he rest in peace. So that is where his funeral took place back in 2020. That was during the start of the COVID pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic. All right, so here we are. This is 14th Street. As we make our way over to Union Square Park, Union Square and Union Square Park. Beautiful Mother's Day night here in New York City. Okay, and right behind us, that is the Museum of Illusions, right here. Right along 8th Avenue. That is looking south towards Greenwich Village. This is by the way, we're still in Chelsea. This is the Chelsea neighborhood here, and right down there, looking south, that is towards looking towards the Greenwich Village neighborhood. And tomorrow is back to the grind, the old grind. Yes, it is. Whatever escape you have from that is only short-lived. Sadly, unfortunately. Okay, let's go. A beautiful night along 14th Street. This neighborhood here used to be my old hangout spot. Back when I was a child, my dad used to always bring me out here. I was born in Bellevue Hospital, not far from here, over at the over by Murray Hill. Peter wants to know if the building is an illusion or a real building. It is a real building of illusions. So the building is real, but the stuff you see inside, they're all illusions. But the building itself is real. And this is a Thai restaurant right here. This is called the Thai Ping Dai restaurant or something like that. If I got the pronunciation right. I believe this might be either German, maybe, or this might be a German bar, or perhaps an Irish pub. Okay, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the live stream. If you are new to the channel, my name is Restaurant Pro. We are live here along West 14th Street. Happy Mother's Day. 14th Street in Manhattan. Right now we are making our way. We are walking towards the end of the stream. Right now we are walking towards the towards Union Square. That is where I'll be ending the stream. If you guys missed the stream earlier, we were at walking along Broadway on the Upper West Side. That is where we started. We went to Times Square, of course, and then we walked the High Line Elevated Park, and right now we are walking along 14th Street. This is West 14th Street here. Happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful mothers. We have a lot of garbage right here. Looks like the garbage can here might have overflowed or spilled or something, tipped over perhaps. Oh, that's not. Some sanitation got to come and clean this up here. That's not a good sight here. Not on the crosswalk. It's not a good sight. It's not a good sight anywhere. New York can be a dirty city, but it shouldn't be this dirty. This is a bit too much right here. Let's keep our city clean. Let's keep our streets clean. Okay, so this right here, this is 7th Avenue. And we got folks running towards the bus there that just arrived. That is the M14 bus. Okay, and this bus here, this is part of the select bus service. You buy your ticket in advance before you hop on. So this is one of the ticket vending machines here. So you buy your ticket here, and then you just board the bus. All right, as we continue walking eastward, we are walking towards the east on West 14th Street. Okay, and if you guys want to make a donation, there is my PayPal link. All donations will be welcomed. Just make sure to leave your name. If you do plan on sending in any donations, I'll give you a shout out and a big thank you. All right, so it is 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. 9:01 to be exact. And the temperature right now is went down to 69 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the current temperature. 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. If you guys want the latest weather information, just type in !weather in the chat. All right, we got some construction here. All right, so we have a residential building being constructed here. And we have this mirror here, mostly covered in stickers and some tagging in there. Okay, and we've made our way over to 6th Avenue. We should be over at Union Square in about 5 minutes. This building right here, this is where the Titanic exhibit used to be. That was a temporary exhibit showcasing displaying items from the Titanic, the famous shipwreck. Used to be located right here. I do have video of that as well on my channel. That is from 2 years ago, I believe it was. As we make our way over to Union Square. All right, so happy Mother's Day once again. Shout outs to my own mom, who was in the chat earlier. Shout out to my spiritual mom, Pastor Linda Matthews, and her friend Paula. Shout out to Jacqueline Maxwell and her daughter May Maxwell. Shout out to Janice Hines. Shout out to my sister Fanny and her daughter Destiny, who recently became a mom herself, my niece. To all of my friends and families who are mommies, happy Mother's Day to all of you. And next month we'll be celebrating Father's Day.
I live on that tree.
I live on.
All right, so it is mostly quiet right along here. We have the Guitar Center store right there, right across the street. There's a beautiful pooch right there.
I could also think about the $14 that I saved.
Okay, who do you? Hey, we got my friend here, my coworker, Andrew. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you, my friend. Well, I just saw you earlier at work. Nice to see you here in the chat. Okay, so it's nice to see you, Andrew. That is the first time I've seen you here during my live stream, so nice to see you here, my friend. And Andrew wants to know, why are the cops chasing me? I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty wanted these days. I'm not sure for what.
This is why.
Okay, so this is 5th Avenue right here. We have made our way over to 5th Avenue, and Peter says, I guess many of the universities have ended this school year. Perhaps we shall see fewer people on the sidewalks. Although tourists will likely take up the slack. And Tommy says, there's a Guitar Center on the island too. Nice to see that. All right, so happy Mother's Day to Andrew's mom as well. To everyone's mom here in the chat. Okay, so I'll be at the dance parade on... Oh, we almost saw a bike guy there. Almost got struck by a car there. These cyclists, I'm telling you, they're pretty reckless most of the time. Okay, and right here we can see the Empire State Building now being lit up in Mother's Day colors. There it is right there. Beautiful colors of Mother's Day. All right, so let's continue our walk here as we head on over to Union Square. Oh, I think my gimbal, I have to fix my gimbal here. All right, so it has been a wonderful stream here. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining this live stream on this beautiful Mother's Day night. But we are about to wrap up this live stream right as we get to Union Square. You got some yelling over here. Welcome to New York at night.
So right now, how messed up it is that anybody would be the student really important that people want to hear about, that's like really important about. So for so many things that I speak about, and you don't understand, oh, that's not, it's very not, it's very.
And Angie says, thank you. I really enjoyed it. Please have more live streaming. I'll definitely be live streaming more often now. You know, now that we have more events coming up. I'll definitely be at the live parade, the dance parade coming up on Saturday.
So it's really, that's really confusing.
Okay, so that parade starts next Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time. So I'll be live streaming that parade. But I'll definitely be live during the week as well. So this will not be my my last live stream between now and then. I'll definitely be live at some point between now and the dance parade. Yeah, welcome to this is when the freaks come out at night. So be aware of if you're an outsider just visiting New York and you're out and about at night, just be aware that you're gonna see some crazies out at this out and about at this time. Okay, so we have finally made our way over to Union Square. This is University Place here. And Washington Square. And it is also a full moon. Yes, Peter, it is also a full moon. The full moon makes people act crazy. And we got Whole Foods right there. That is the Whole Foods Union Square location, as well as Sephora. And we got LL Cool J here. I'm gonna have to mute that for a second. All right. Where is the parade? The parade is here in Manhattan. It takes place along 6th Avenue, and it starts at 6th Avenue, and then they make their way over to 8th Avenue and St. Mark's Place. So I'll be at the near the grandstand, right along 8th Avenue, or 8th Street. I'm sorry, 8th Street. That'll be near Astor Place, right around Astor Place. All right, so this is Washington Square Park. Beautiful night here in Washington Square, or Union Square rather. This is Union Square, I'm sorry. I've been walking for so long that I'm just forgetting everything now. This is Union Square Park. Washington Square is further down in the village. All right, so as far as the parade, the New York City Dance Parade, that'll be taking place next Saturday, starting at 12 noon. The parade route stretches along 6th Avenue, and then they make their way, they make a turn right on 8th Street and St. Mark's Place. And then they terminate at Tompkins Square Park. That is where the parade terminates. So I'll be live for that event. So make sure you guys tune in for that event starting at 12 noon next Saturday. Beautiful night here in Union Square. Okay, folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Thank you, Andrew, for making a last-minute visit. Nice to see you here. And thank you to all of our moms, for which none of this would be possible without our mommies and our daddies as well. We'll be celebrating Daddy Day next month. But right now, the night belongs to our moms. All right, so thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to Tommy. Thank you to let's see, Angie. Thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to my mom who was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if she's still on, but thank you to my mom as well. Love you, Mom. Love all of our mommies. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Pastor Linda Matthews. Shout out to Janice Hines as well. To Paula. Jacqueline Maxwell and her daughter May Maxwell. Shout out to my sister and her niece, who are both moms. All of our relatives, friends and relatives who are all mommies. Happy Mother's Day from Union Square in New York City. And we have Maya, who says, this is where I met my husband and my best friend. Thank you. Oh, well, here's a big reminder of where you guys met. That's a nice story to hear. And happy Mother's Day to Maya, if you're a mom. We got more sirens here. Okay, so with that said, with the siren, I want to thank each and every one of you. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It will be a pleasure if you haven't already done so. Happy Mother's Day. I will be back. I might be streaming tomorrow. I'm not really sure. So if you guys see me on tomorrow, then hey, it'll be nice to see you all in the chat. So until then, have a good night from Union Square. Happy Mother's Day. God bless everybody, and to your moms. Good night from New York City and Union Square. And thank you, Tommy. Take care, Tommy. So God bless you all, and I will see you all on my next stream, perhaps tomorrow. So take care, and until then, have a good night, and may God bless you all. And to my friend Andrew, my co-worker, I'll see you on Tuesday at work. All right, so take care, folks. I will see you all then. Goodbye for now.